fancy looking ballroom. Or just whatever you call this.
Your Excellency,
Okay.
it is an honor to meet you. Allow me to present my sincerest regards in the name of the Congregation of Merchants.
And allow me to wish you and your cousin a warm welcome to the island, in the hopes that this visit will help prolong the profitable relations between our two nations.
Likewise. Nevertheless, another question brings me. The Malachor. The Prince d'Orsay hopes that these new shores will bring us new possibilities. Even a remedy.
It is an area that concerns us greatly, but be assured we are studying it acutely. Our doctors and alchemists are particularly interested in the flora of the Isle. It's extremely varied and different from our own. In fact, we have sent a group of explorers into a very promising sector. Alas, we've had no news from them for quite some time now. We are hoping that nothing has happened.
I smell a
We
quest.
would have sent a patrol to investigate, but we cruelly lack the means to do so. The natives have proven aggressive, even hostile to our studies, and have attacked us regularly. We are obligated to maintain all of our able-bodied men here in order to protect the city. But we would be happy to share with you the results of our research if...
Yep.
Your Excellency.
This insolent interruption is untimely and unwelcome.
I deeply regret, Excellency, but one of our frontier posts has just suffered a brutal attack.
Report then and be precise.
The natives attacked us by surprise. Our men were massacred. Our frontier post is lost.
One more act of barbarity. Dismissed, soldier.
I don't think.
Where was I? Yes. We would be most pleased to share our discoveries with our allies if your cousin would send us a party to help us find our lost expedition. I could show you to which region they were sent.
I thank you for the information and will let him know.
Wait,
If you are
surely.
of a mind to accord me another request, I would be truly grateful.
I'm listening.
As you have not failed to observe, our troops, as well as our caravans, have been suffering incessant attacks. The merchants, including your own, are raided, often killed, and certain goods have become scarce. Captain Rainhild, who commands our outpost in the plains, has communicated his incapacity to protect them. Considering that certain of your own fellow countrymen are involved.
You would like me to lend a hand? I will see what I can do, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Yes, actually. Right, now that that's out of the way, surely it's our job, as it's going to be our role to go and look for this missing party, rather than. Does that? I really have to go all the way back and tell our governor about it? Okay. And also, I don't think he's going to listen to my pleas for peace with the natives. But let's see.
I met Ulan, the Boneblowers clan chief, from the village of Vignamri. He is an open-minded man who holds great expectations of exchanges with the colonies. He would like to meet you to discuss a treaty, even an alliance.
Ulan, you say? I have never heard mention of this name, but to finally have an ally among the natives could only be beneficial.
I'm surprised.
That is excellent news.
I thought he would
Still,
have
I fear
dismissed
that I
that.
cannot leave the city. That would be taking too much of a risk.
I doubt that Ulan will come to Hikmed. He is looking for an alliance, but he is not desperate. Such a gesture would be considered a sign of weakness by his clan.
That is understandable, I suppose. Do they grasp the concept of emissaries? Do you think that solution might work?
I think that might be possible. I'm sure he would understand that you could not come to see him in person for the same reason.
Excellent. Finally, some clear skies in our negotiations with the natives. My right-hand man will then go to this village to finalize an agreement with King Ulan.
I'll be there too, to make sure everything goes according to our plans.
Our
There is
plans?
another matter concerning the same village that I would like to bring to your attention. A wandering merchant, a member of Ulan's clan, is being kept in your outpost. Can you authorize his entry into the city?
I see no harm in that. This merchant is certainly not a threat
remember.
to us, and he might even prove useful, if the negotiations with his clan should take a foul turn. Here, please be so kind as to give him this letter of passage. If he presents it to the guards, they will let him in and he'll be able to establish his stall in town.
I thank you. I hope to see you again. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Okay, I remember what that was about now. That was what Ulan gave us a quest to talk about, and that was the bit I wasn't sure if he was talking about the merchant we'd already helped. What? It's not going to let me ransack his private bedchamber? Or it might. Very grand-looking palaces with all this wood panelling. Right, what's he got? What's he got? Not a guard in sight. My favourite type of house. There's nothing to pick up. There's got to be something. Got to be something. A chest. A box. Anything. A flipping plate of cheese. Skyrim had lots of cheese in it. You could always pick up some cheese and some apples in Skyrim. There's nothing in here. There's just a way down into the servants' quarters, which we may as well go, because that at least might have something. Shouldn't have said cheese. I've set Kit off in chat. And I'm hungry, as always. Oh, here we go. Here's the food. See, the servants have all the food. There's nothing I can pick up, though. Where's this going to take me? On my epic journey through the governor's mansion, where there's nothing to loot. There isn't anything to loot. There's nothing. I think I know where that is. Yeah, it's brought me out here. Okay. Out the front door, then. Need cheese. My favourite cheese is just like good old mild cheddar. But I love putting like pickles and relishes on it. Like I've got this stuff called chili lily. It's like piccalilli but made with chilies. It's so nice. It's not too hot, but it's just so good. A lump of, a spoonful of that and a lump of cheddar. It's gorgeous. Okay, so is it worth exploring these places? It probably is. We'll go and have a walk around. I have a feeling that's a dead end. Should I have asked that guy about anything else? I'm just thinking. I was supposed to come here and talk about this peace treaty. It wasn't a direct conversation, but let me just go ask. Unless he's just going to give me information about general things, I want to actually ask about peace with the natives. Maybe if I do these things for him, let's see.
Your Excellency.
Lord Desant.
Yes. Ask about Hikmet, the war with Talem.
And what of this conflict with Taleme?
Officially, we are at war. But we have never waged war openly here. Of course, we did not rejoice when they set up camp on the Isle, and we expected the worst. But it seems that their only concern is to convert the natives into believing their ridiculous teachings. They represent no true danger to us. At least, not for the time being. And to be frank, we have plenty of other concerns that demand our attention.
So nothing to do with that. And Hikmet?
Could you tell me a little about your city?
Hikmet is the oldest city on the island. We began construction of its first buildings 15 years ago, shortly after the discovery of the island. A magnificent city, where the great minds of the time were united in a common goal. Here you could find the best doctors, the greatest engineers, and the most eminent savants.
And the most silent alchemists.
In everyone's eyes, this island has great promise. And Hikmet is the city that allows us to make good on that promise.
That promise. Did he say that? Did he really say that promise? P-R-O-M-E-S-S. I only just glanced it for a second. Right, that's got absolutely
I have to go.
Nothing of interest in there. So we'll go and do the quests that he's given us. And that might unlock some future ability to talk to him about ending this war. Devs have invested so much time into making this game look so pretty, but it's devoid of anything. Useful. It's not looter's paradise. The weird thing is, right, you go through somewhere like that, or some of these interesting buildings where they could have so much loot. Like even Skyrim did that, right? You go into shops and stuff, and there's all the items there to pinch if you wanted to. But here they're all like devoid of any items. But you go running around the streets, and there's a box full of gold and bullets and all sorts of stuff. Just a random crate lying on the side of the street. So stuff like that is, I don't know, it feels a bit RPG light, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Well, it's giving us some directions, which is kind of cool. This was the thing I was looking for. What have we found? Yeah, it's another one of these buildings that looks kind of similar. Anyone got any quests for me? Anyone going to talk to me? No, right, fine. I guess it I hate to say it, but it really does feel pointless exploring. The Coin Tavern. The prosecutor's office. I can go and check on them, but I have a feeling that there's going to be absolutely nothing there to do. I mean, a tavern, right? Every RPG in the known world has, like, stuff to do in a tavern. Either people to start fights with, people to play card games and gambling things with, stuff to buy from the innkeeper. Yay, at least we can speak to the innkeeper, that's good.
Can I get you anything?
Tell me about
What's
this
in the
basement.
basement?
What
The
a
tavern offers
random...
various activities to entertain the guests.
Oh yes, tell me
If you
more.
like betting or are looking for company, this is the place. Although I see you more as an arena fighter.
Ah, okay. So, I wonder if each
I won't
city has
stay.
its own arena that you can then, you know, try and complete. So, tell me more about this basement. This basement sounds interesting. Other activities, eh? Gambling, eh? No one to talk to, eh? Oh, hang on, I could actually talk to that person sat at the table.
Greetings.
Nope. Nope. Just a random... Why have an open building if there's nothing of any value in it? I mean, it looks nice. Anyone to talk to? You can't talk to these people. There's nothing to do in here. So for all the innkeeper said, there's like gambling and stuff. And company, if you're into that sort of thing. There really isn't. And I can't go through that door either. It'd be a chance for a brothel, for players who want that. For card games, board games, dice games. I mean, playing dice in Kingdom Come Deliverance was one of the star features of that game. I loved the dice game, especially when you could cheat. And Gwent as well in Witcher 3, that was awesome. Did Skyrim and Oblivion have any sort of games of chance like that in them? I can't honestly remember. So, there's nothing to do here. It looks like we're leaving. Talking to the captain on the way out. Can't even start a brawl. I know! But I remember in Morrowind. This is going back some. That was my... I think that was my first... No, it wasn't my first proper RPG, but... It was the first sort of RPG I got massively excited about playing. Because it just looked amazing. Played it on the Xbox. I remember going into one of the bars in a town.
All my wares are in the vanguard of
No,
progress.
that's not the one I want. And in the basement was this group of people, some society. And one of the quests was to go and kill them all, I think. And I remember trying to start that as a fairly new player. And I remember getting my ass kicked and having to run out the tavern and flee through the city streets, being chased by the city guard. I had to jump into the canal and swim to safety to get away. It was fantastic. It felt like really immersive. I eventually went back there after learning how to make my own spells, and I developed a fireball spell that was so powerful, you'd go in and one shot the entire room. It was awesome. And that was a feeling of just supreme power, supreme ingenuity, and real immersion into the game. I loved that. Yeah, Morrowind was good. The amount of times in Morrowind I ended up having to flee the city guard. As you can imagine, I get into trouble quite a lot in these games by doing things that I'm not really supposed to. Come on, talk.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
Right, tell me about these attacks.
Governor Buren has asked me to help you fight against the caravan attacks. Could you tell me precisely what's going on?
For weeks we have been harassed by the savages. They're waiting for groups of soldiers or caravans to be out of sight of the outpost and attack with incredible violence. They don't just steal goods or equipment. They kill without mercy. Only one man survived their last attack. He's here in a sorry state.
Do you think he could answer a few questions?
Yes, but take it easy on him.
I'll make sure I do, Captain.
I love the accents. They're great. You can do so much more in Morrowind than in later Elder Scrolls games, like flying. I do vaguely remember that. I remember the best Easter egg thing in there. It wasn't really an Easter egg. It was like a jokey bit of loot. And there was some quest you were given, and it was you were promised this most amazing artifact as a reward. And I did it and picked these things up, and they're called the Boots of Blinding Speed. And they were brilliant because it made your run speed like increase by about 300 or 400%. But it also made the screen turn dark. Now, I didn't get the full benefit of this joke because I was playing a Breton and they have 50% magic resistance. So the screen just dulled down a little bit. But my mate who was playing along at the same time as me, he was playing an Imperial, and they really were the Boots of Blinding Speed because they turned the screen black for him. And I thought that was a brilliant little joke. Wasted on me, unfortunately, but it was great.
Hello there. My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation. I was informed that your caravan was looted and that you were the sole survivor of the attack.
It's true, Your Excellency. It was awful.
It's the same guy.
All those deaths. The violence. We followed the recommended precautions to the letter, but it was useless.
Ask him about the circumstances of the attack.
How did the attack happen?
We travelled all day. We were exhausted, and night was approaching.
You drove
we
all
knew
night.
We were not very far from the outpost, but we couldn't go any further. So we camped away from the road, trying to stay out of sight. Alas, it was in vain. That's when they struck, in the middle of the night.
So they attacked in the night. Who were they?
Were there several attackers?
I counted 5, maybe 6. But others were hiding in the woods. I'm sure of it. If they only had their usual stone weapons, we may have hoped to escape them. But their weapons were inflamed. I have never been so scared.
Was that
in my
me?
life.
Maybe. Are you sure it was natives? It wasn't a guy in a feathery hat?
What were you transporting?
Mostly food, but also herbs and other ingredients for scientists.
Did the attackers take it?
Everything was a blur. I don't know if they intended to steal or destroy it. Unfortunately, my companions died while trying to protect our cargo.
Are you saying that the looters started by attacking your cargo?
Yes, Your Excellency. Maybe more of us would have survived if we'd all fled.
Curious.
You mentioned recommended precautions.
Yes. Since attacks occur often, we were given a number of precautions to avoid them. Do not travel at certain times. Do not camp near the road. Do not light any fires. All of it was useless. It would have been better to recruit guards to escort us.
Based on what you're saying, the attacks were very targeted. They must have a camp near the outpost to monitor the road.
But what is their goal? Why attack all the caravans along this route?
They must want to cut off the supply lines to Hikmet. We'll go to the scene of the attack. I might find something there to help track these rebels.
Rebels? They're not rebels, they're natives. Okay. It sounds like... I bet it's something like these caravans and traders have been stealing the natives' supply of sacred mushrooms or something like that. Does that mean I can go and talk to the captain again, or is it just suggesting that character's there for future reference? Let's find out before I disappear.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
Leave. Nice.
I must go. Goodbye, Captain.
Okay,
Goodbye,
thanks,
Your
Captain.
Excellency.
I guess it's just because it's a quest NPC for later. Hey, Indigo, how's it going? Cat's Day, you got a lecture? No worries. To pay special attention in that lecture. What's that lecture on, by the way? What have you got today? This is... oh, give permission to get this merchant released. Let's go and sort that out. Quick save before I forget. Funny if he's actually tied up in that cage. Is this... This isn't, no. It's a caravan leader. So somewhere... perhaps not too far from here. Right. Is this... Yeah, this is it. This is the guy we saw earlier, remember?
Please, help me. Just keep walking, Renaigse. This does not concern you.
Oh, it does now.
Have mercy. They will kill me. I am but a merchant who wishes to trade with the big city.
Threaten the warriors. Try to reason with them. Charisma. Tell them some troops are approaching. Let's go charisma, 100% to succeed.
I never thought I would see several islander warriors attacking a mere merchant. And I thought honor and righteousness were of the utmost importance in your culture. I must have been mistaken.
What are you trying to say, Renaigse? Are you
I
insulting
don't know
us?
that that's a
You're
charisma.
insulting yourselves by behaving this way. He's an unarmed man. He's trying to survive. What honor is there in attacking him?
He is a traitor. He deserves to be punished. But you are right. He is not worth attacking. Let's leave. His punishment will come once we have chased Renaigse away, and he cannot sell his products.
As I am a Renaigse.
May the trees along your path always bear fruit.
Think nothing of it. Ulan told me that you were not able to enter the town.
It is true. The soldiers did not let me enter. They left me outside, and the Donea Exdragao took advantage of this opportunity to attack me.
Rest assured, I have obtained permission for you to enter from the governor of Hikmet, which should allow you to set up your stall in the city.
Ad Loreda, Renaigse. Thanks again.
Farewell, merchant. Perhaps we will meet again.
I hope so, because I can't speak to the other merchants in the city. Right. Oh, inform Ulan of the emissary's impending arrival. Oh, okay, that's to the... Yes, that's to the native guy. I was going to say something, but I've forgotten what the hell it was. Was it to do with that merchant? Yeah, that's it. The accents that these natives have, it's like quite peculiar. And it feels like the developers have gone to quite some effort to make sure it doesn't sound like some racist, stereotypical,
Caravan was some distance from the road when it was attacked.
botched together sort of accent. Let's pick up this stuff. Wasn't that some nasty, great, big, scary pig thing down here? The pig of doom. There they are. Doom pigs. Listen, I better not go wandering off in the wrong direction, because that will not do me any good if I stumble into the wrong quest area in advance. We're up. 6 hoof fungus. I must have loads of those funguses. We're going to try it? I think we're going to try this, you know. I've got my new gun. I've got my stealth attack. Roar, we can get him, we can get him. Did he just say a bit of poison on my blade and let's go? I think everyone's knackered. I'm dead. Let's leave those pigs alone. It's not working. Hey, Trollsium. That doesn't look good, does it? Trollsium turns up and I instantly die. And luckily, I just saved the game just around the corner from there. Sounds like a South African doing a West Country accent mixed in with a little Indian. I thought it sounded like there's a... Well, one of them has a little bit of broad Irish mixed in there as well. And you can just hear it on the odd word. But it's like definitely... It's definitely some odd mixture. Right, we're going to leave the Doom Pigs, because the Doom Pigs are bad news. Might just sneak past them, or I might just run past them. Stealth past them. I thought we might have been able to take them. There's no... I don't get any indication of what level they are, do I? No. Or do I? If I sneak up, can I get... No, because as soon as I get the red health bar on, that's it. We're in combat, and I don't want that, so... We'll leave them quietly be, I think. Well, last time it was a brothel, and now you die. What's next? Oh, we've died lots. We've been in the brothel. There was nothing happening. It was the quietest, most respectable, well-to-do brothel you have ever seen. Everyone was stood up and fully clothed and not talking to each other. It was certainly no Kingdom Come Deliverance bathhouse or no bawdy house from The Witcher. What other games? Even Skyrim has brothels. Skyrim's got like a sex academy or something in it. The ESO did a video on it.
The food has been destroyed. They clearly don't need it.
Okay, so
which means that their camp should be close by.
They destroyed the food, but what about this?
The crates are empty. Their entire contents have been destroyed. These goods were not meant to reach their destination.
So they're just destroying stuff. And this guy?
They must have died protecting their goods. How sad. These wounds appear to be caused by stone blades. The kind of weapons that islanders use. They acted quickly, methodically, and then left. But where are the bodies? Let's look around.
There's going to be more to this. Do I look around here? Oh no, I have to go up there. This is definitely a dead end then. Well, it isn't, because there's a big glowy chest at the end of it. An ancient war hammer. It's rubbish. It's all rubbish. Don't think I've found any decent loot yet. Lots of loot, but nothing decent. You hear that you can have a romantic engagement with your companions. Yes, because I explored one avenue of conversation with, was it Vasco or Kurt? I think it was Kurt. And it wasn't immediately obvious what it was. And, oh crap, it's the Doom Pigs. Yep, get that poison on your blade, and let's go indeed. Hang on. I'm going to get hit there. I still got hit. Hang on. Hit him. Alright, one down. Get over there and dead. Just leave the pigs alone. I don't want to attack the pigs. They seem rather difficult because they killed my companions almost instantly. Otherwise I could just put it down to like me being crap. But they seem rather difficult to be in an area. Oh god, I'm going to do this again. That seems like such an early starting area. That's true, I tell you. I have not stolen any good loot yet. Yes, being able to steal stuff has been a challenge because I've never had enough lockpicking skill. In the beginning island, you needed a lockpicking skill of 1, which I didn't have. I could have had if I'd realised you could change equipment. Let's just put this guy out of his misery. Leather. And now I've got to the main island. I've got a lockpicking skill of 2, and all the chests require a skill of 3. So, like, every locked chest has been out of bounds to me. I'm in the wrong place here. This is not where we came before. Somehow we've run straight past that camp as well. That's what happens when I try and play and talk at the same time. It tends to go badly. Where's the... oh, there's the camp. I could change... I mean, Vasco's not very well leveled up. I could summon the companions and switch back. Yeah, let's do that. I don't need Vasco. How do we do this? Oh, campfire. Gather the companions. And compose your team. Vasco, stay. Ciora, add. I like Ciora. The magic's actually quite useful. And actually, can we talk to her? Give her an update. Something? No, I'll go and talk. I'll go and talk to her father first, then talk to her. Right then. Quick save. No more deaths on the way to this quest if we can help it.